Alright, let us begin. Hello everyone, and welcome to BHD Studios Mark II. I'm here to take a look at the, well, I have it on my back here. It is the new Wotancraft Heritage Collection backpack, 15 liters. Now, I think the 15 liters, it feels more like 16 or 17, but we'll discuss that a little bit later. But I'm here to review this. I've had this for maybe a couple of months now, and I really wanted to give it a good test. I've used it maybe about 8 or 9 times, so I have a good idea of how I want to use this backpack here. And I do want to compare it sort of directly with the this right here. This is also part of the Heritage Collection. This is a messenger bag, so I'll also put this on my shoulder here. So this is the messenger. Just move that stool out of the way here. So this is the messenger bag on my side here. I've done already 2 videos on the messenger bag, but I was out and about today in Chinatown shooting some videos, and this is exactly how I packed it. And it is packed right to the max. Like, I can't really put much more in here, so I wanted to transfer everything in this and put everything into the backpack. So let's start. Let me just set up my studio here. I have a little table here and here, so hopefully it's not really, maybe the height is still, I'm gonna just sit back a little bit further. Is that helpful? Alright, let's look inside here. So first of all, I have the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. This is basically my new out and about YouTube video kit because it just works. And then I had inside here, this is the medium Wotancraft pouch, and in here I have my Deluxe 8. I use this primarily as a product photography camera and as a backup camera in case something goes wrong with my main cameras. And then I have here, because of the video, you'll see why I brought it, and another medium pouch from Wotancraft, and this is the M10R with the 50mm Elmar M collapsible. Fits perfectly in, I mean, just snugly inside the medium pouch, as you can see, just fits perfectly. And then in here, this is part of that gift program, the holiday gift program from Wotancraft, is the Rollei 35S inside here. And then in the little side pouch, the dedicated sort of padded side pouch, I do have the Leica M9P with the Minolta 40mm M roll core. And this is the new camera that I'm testing because JJ loaned it to me. And so that's all in the main compartment. And in that little back area where you can put your laptop or an iPad or something, I do have the salt and pepper 5-liter shopping bag. I don't even know if this is even still available, but you can also get the regular Cordura in the khaki or in the black, but always keep a shopping bag with me. In the front, the main big front pouch here, you can put a lot of stuff in here. I have my Plotter Japan Bible-sized journal and my folding keyboard from Amazon, because when I'm out and about, if I just have my iPhone, it's nice to have a keyboard if I'm replying back to emails and things like that. And a whole bunch of little knickknacks here. Lens and body cap, Leica, my 28 Summicron lens cap, and then the Ulanzi J12 wireless microphone kit, because again, I always want to be prepared to be able to shoot a video, and an air tag. And then on the sides here, I have, basically because this side pouch here is not big enough to hold my current favorite Orbit Key pencil case as my main DOP kit that I showed in the other videos, I have to take everything out of the DOP kit and basically shove it in here. It's not a big deal, tape measure, it's just that it's just a pain to, when I switch bags, I have to take it out. So for this particular bag, I could have put it inside the main body, but because I had all these other things, I had to decide, you know, what would be, I don't want to say demoted. I could have maybe put the Rollei in the side pocket, but I decided to demote my DOP kit and just have all my loosey-goosey stuff all shoved in the side here. My little toiletry DOP kit, all my pens. And on the other side, I have my Anker battery pack. I have this is the other half of my DOP kit. I have my multi-tool, I have my flashlight, and then I have my Ulanzi MA26 mobile stand. So that's all in here, and then I think I have one more thing, which is in the back zip. There also is an inside zip as well, but I always forget it's there because it's kind of dark in there, but there is an inside zip. On the outside zip, I basically put one of my Orange Armor coupe straps, and then my secondary wallet, as I always talk about, and my little change pouch. So that's now completely empty, and this is what I carried today when I was out and about and doing work. So let's now grab all of this and put it in here. Supposedly 15 liter. Let's just pack this out. But I did put something in here, and I have a weird feeling that I may be able to do this, which is in here. In another one of my videos I showed you, I actually currently have the new Fujifilm XF 500mm f5.6. Now this lens is both available in GFX mount and the X mount. And so this is the X mount, so this easily fits, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I really like this backpack. If you have something big like this, cylindrical, and it's kind of tall, it's easy to fit it in that midsection in here. But I'm gonna see if I can try to put this back into the bag. But let's try to put all of this back into here, alright? So first of all, let's start with the shopping bag. Easily fits in the back section here. I can also put a laptop easily. It's nice and deep. And then for the side pockets, this is deeper than the Messenger. So this easily fits inside here. And then I'm gonna, just one second. This is the Orbit Key pencil case. And I'm gonna put everything back in here. And in another video, you saw all the things I put in here. The one section, I basically put all my pens and things, and then the other section, I put all my tools, and so this should all fit in here nicely. So let's do that, including my AirTag, all in here, and my J12s, and my tripod. You can see it all fits inside here, and so that's quite a bit. And now that I close this up, all in here, this should easily fit in the side pocket. I hope it fits. I'm sure, I remember making it fit. There you go, you can see that. Easily fits in that side pocket, and I can snap it shut. In fact, I could still, if I wanted to put something, I could probably still shove something, like for instance, my spare camera strap. Either I can put it here on the side, or I could put it on the other side with the battery. There's still extra space on both sides, and so I'm gonna maybe put it on the side with the battery, and now I can close up the side pockets. Both sides now, the exterior side pockets are full. So close it up, and of course it uses that rivet snap enclosure style, kind of like on Billingham bags. So if you don't like this style, I think you can get used to it. I got used to it. I like it. Sometimes it's just nice not to have zippers or not to have Velcro. It's just be able to close it like this. And for those that don't know how to open it, it's actually complicated. So if you're good at it, it's actually somewhat of a security feature. So that now the sides are pretty much full. I could still probably put a little bit more in there, but I'm gonna put an insert here because it's really hard to show, because this is basically a deep, never-ending pocket, right? My entire arm, as you can see, fits inside. And you saw me pull out that 500mm, and there's still space on top. And the way this works is basically this folds over, and so if you're not going over the height that it already is, the top is always going to feel a little bit flippy floppy, but that is kind of the way this is designed. Now in that little side pocket that's properly padded, the M9P will easily fit with that 40mm lens. And on Wotancraft's website, they show like the X100 series camera easily slips in. Even an X Pro 3 with a pancake type lens can easily fit on that side, and it is floating, so it only goes to about this far, and so you can still actually put stuff in underneath. Now the other side is more like a water bottle holder, but I think I could probably put this camera in here. So let's just see. Yep, easy puts in there, and it's also floating. Unlike Messenger, it kind of hits, it's like an open area, and it kind of hits the bottom. This thing is floating, which is great, and now it leaves all this room on the bottom. The front pocket here section also is quite deep. You can see it's quite big, and in fact, I know it can't really fit, but if I just basically shove, let's just take the lens hood off, just to see how big that front pocket is. You can see the front pocket is big enough, I could probably force close it. There you go. So I force close it so that huge lens can fit in the front, but it's not protected, so personally, I wouldn't do it, but it gives you an idea of the volume of this front pocket. It's actually quite deep, alright? But what I'm gonna do is basically put my journal and my keyboard, but I could put a lot more things in that front pocket here. And then now in the main section, we can, because like I said, on both sides it's kind of floating, I can shove these cameras underneath. So I have the medium, both medium pouches fit underneath those little floating pockets on the side. There you go. Now I have some of these little straggler items here. This also has a little front zip section. It's kind of hidden, it's not easy to remember. You put stuff where maybe wallet and change pouch can fit in there easily. And I could put other little knickknacks in the front, and maybe even in this front section, let's drop in this little toiletry kit as well as my tape measure, and then close that up. Alright, so you saw me put everything in here, and let's just see if I can make this work. Alright, so here is this 500 mil. I can make it fit. So it's maybe kind of hard to see. Inside there is the 500 millimeter lens. Easy fits inside, and there's still tons of room. For instance, here's a DJI kit right here. I'll put that in here. And then here's my SL2 with the 28. I put that on top. In here like that. You pull it like this. Now you flop this over. You close it. Close it like this. And look, all that fits, and it's still, there's still room, like meaning if you had like a jacket or something that you rolled up, you can still put it in this top, and there's still a top zip section here, which I'll be right back. I usually will just put my gloves. These are my Coop photographer's gloves. I love these gloves. That'll easily fit inside here on the top. And then here's it's a Wotancraft small pouch, and here's my Ricoh GR inside the Wotancraft small pouch. That'll fit in here. And then there is a little key lash here if you wanted to use it. I don't because of the metal, and maybe if I put something that's scratchable, it might scratch it. So I actually leave it out, and I just hook it on the side right here. So if I need it, I might use it, but I could still zip this closed and then have this sticking on the outside. And there you go. So 15 liters, I think it's bigger. I mean, you saw how much stuff I put in here. All the stuff that was in the messenger bag, I put all that in there, and the 500 millimeter f5.6, and the gloves, and the point shoot camera. And let's now put this back. Now this feels quite heavy. So now this is on my back. You can see here. Alright, so now this is pretty much packed out. Again, I'm 5'5", and this is what this backpack looks like on me. There is no sternum strap on here, neither is there like a waist strap, and I'll show you some of the options from Wotancraft, but this is what this bag looks like, pretty much packed out. And so let's look at some of the features here. Let me figure out a good way of doing this. Here, I'll roll this table back. Couple of things is that the leather is kind of long. There's nice little leather accents. This bottom here, as you notice, it doesn't go all the way to the bottom, but you know, this bag is $500 US, so it's a premium bag. This material is a nice premium material. There's lots of leather on here. The front strap here is overly long, so I basically fold it up and under like this, and I just loop it because it's long. And also in the back, I had to punch in new holes just to make this work. There is lots of room. Here, I'll show you. There is lots of extra length here, but I had to punch a new hole. So I went to the smallest hole. It still felt a little bit loose. Had to punch another hole. And I'm quite stout. And so if you're like a thin person, I know people that are 6 feet tall, and I still have a bigger chest than them. And so you probably have to punch extra holes. And when you punch extra holes, again, you have all this extra leather here, so you have to basically fold it back on itself like this just to keep it. See, I have to do that on the other side. And so that's one thing you have to keep in mind. You do have a luggage pass-through over here, so there's a picture where they show this with luggage, so this is great for traveling. On the front here, this is officially not MOLLE, but you probably could throw in a carabiner, attach it over here, or something like that, attach it on the outside. Nice little leather tab over here. So overall, it's a really good quality backpack, but let's just move off the side here. So let's put this back on again. Again, it's like really filled out. It's reasonably comfortable on the shoulders. Now remember, this is not technically a camera bag, but you can carry camera gear in here. But here are some other choices from Wotancraft. So remember, this is more of a traditional backpack with two large side pouches, a large front pouch. You saw me put that 500mm lens in there, and it's quick access. And you have this big cavity that you have to go in from the top to the bottom, and that's traditionally what people are used to in a backpack. But Wotancraft also has the Pilot backpack, 18 liter, but this is side access. And some people might not like having to access their main gear from the side. Now it does have the top access over here using that fid lock, and so this can be useful. It also has the optional waist strap. It comes with the sternum strap. So if you are carrying a lot of weight in here, it's nice to have the sternum strap as well as the waist strap. And as well, the straps are way more padded because they're assuming you're carrying more weight. and this little top curvature here. It's ventilated in the back here. You do have the luggage pass through. I have a dedicated video on this, and also the MOLLE is really nice, so you can add all these different attachment points. It's $250, so it's half the price of the Heritage backpack, and by the time you add all these extra modules, add the waist strap, you're starting to get up there in price. So just remember that. Another bag is the Easy Pack. This is, again, a different style than the other two, which is the access is more from the front. The whole thing opens up, so this style is really meant for kind of like tabletop or off the ground. Right, and I also have a dedicated video for this backpack, but I enjoy using this. I was able to put 2 GFX bodies and 2 GFX lenses and still fit a DOP kit. These modules are separate. So this is a $199 bag. I did get the accessory pull tabs on here, and these are also accessory bags. So it's $199, but by the time you add the pull tabs and you add the medium and the small pouches, now we're getting close to $300, and it has the MOLLE attachment, so it's a little bit more loose than on the Pilot series, and this is supposedly 15 liters. It feels like the Heritage is much bigger than that. I feel like the Heritage is closer to an 18-liter backpack. Again, this has a nicer and thicker strap here, just because, again, it can be used as a camera bag. Comes with the sternum strap here, and here, this is what it looks like. I mean, does this look like the same size as, so supposedly 15 liters, and supposedly, I mean, this is packed out, but supposedly 15 liters, right? Take a look again. Look at that, right? And then look at the thickness of the straps. So if you're gonna overpack your backpack like this and carry a lot of gear, you can see like this is really nice quality leather around the shoulders. You got a nice piece of leather here. It holds everything together nice and strong, but it's these straps. They're definitely not as comfortable as this type of strap, this kind of thick, wide system. Then here's the Pilot backpack. So my suggestion is, if you're gonna carry lots of camera gear, get the Pilot 18 liter. If you want like a really modular backpack, but you have to lay it down. I mean, you can access it while open, but this is not really what it's designed for. It's a wide mount design. You could put like packing cubes. You can use this for like a day trip, or you can put these camera cubes in here and use it like a camera bag, which I do most of the time. But also you can use it like a half camera, half office kind of a backpack. And so this is also great. But if you love style and you love this Heritage Swiss military salt and pepper look, this is a really gorgeous bag, and when I use this, and it's not overly packed out, it's reasonably comfortable. Just, I wouldn't recommend packing out the way I did. And of the 3 new bags, they actually already sold out of the Messenger. So even between this and the 7-liter Pilot, this originally they said it was 7. I knew it was bigger, so now they're calling this is a 10-liter bag. This is a 7-liter bag. I kind of like this over this. If you're photocentric, 100% get a Pilot. If you're kind of EDC and kind of lifestyle centric and you love the use of leather and these big buckles and stuff, then the Messenger is great, and I understand why this bag is sold out right now. And so that's it. I'm gonna put this, you know what, let me just put this down here like this. I'm gonna grab the SL2. And so again, on heavy days, when I have to carry a lot, that's how I use this. When I have to bring stuff, like when I have to bring my camera straps, or if I have to return something to someone, it was great to have a backpack like this. But there are some compromises when you have a traditional backpack. The biggest pain was just kind of like how deep you have to go in, and you can kind of lose stuff, but you can carry a lot of items in here. Actually, you know what, let's just for fun. Boom, check that. I mean, look how deep that is. And remember, the SL2 was on top of that lens. As you can imagine how much more carrying capacity I have in this bag here. Again, I feel like it's closer to an 18 liter when it's fully packed out, just because these outer pockets allow you to carry a lot more items. Alright, now put this on my back. There you go. Alright, one more twirl with the Heritage Salt and Pepper backpack. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you soon. And happy shooting. Click, click, click. Peace.